What's good, YouTube? Monty Mind here. We are back with another video, man. So look, I ain't gonna lie. I recorded this video last night, and you know how on OBS Studios you gotta change the scene in order for it to record different things? Yeah, I had it on my Elgato the whole time. So I already made this video. So if I kind of like speed through it or rush through it, then you guys understand. It was like 30 minutes. I'm really not trying to make this a 30-minute video, so without further ado, we're going to go ahead and get into it. I have the notes on these teams. So, if you guys like these tier lists, again, I just made a tier list video, last video. Go ahead and leave a like, comment, subscribe. And if you guys got any constructive criticism or guys feel like, I put a team lower or higher than I should have, then let me know, So, without further ado, let's get into it. We're going to start off with the 3 and 4 wins teams. We're going to start off with the Lions. We're gonna put the Giants there. We're gonna put the Falcons there. The Texans. And we're gonna put the what's the last team? Giants, Texans, Lions, Falcons, and we're gonna put the Seahawks there. Where the Seahawks is. Okay. So this is my 3 to 4 win tier teams. 3 to 4 win teams. They're rebuilding. I don't think any fan of these teams should be mad that I want them or I think they're gonna win 3 to 4 wins. I think they should be pushing for that. You know what I'm saying? The Lions are gonna be the Lions. The Giants could possibly win more games than that, but we gotta see. Maybe Pete Carroll leads the Seahawks to a little bit more wins. I don't see that. The Texans are rebuilding. Davis Mills showed some upside, but 3 to 4 wins is probably what it's going to have to be. And then the Falcons, they're in rebuild mode. Their wide receivers isn't that good. I am thinking about putting. I'm gonna put the. You know what? No, I think Justin Fields can get them 5 to 6 wins. Because I ain't gonna lie, the Bears and the Falcons are really in the same situation. You're gonna have to say Justin Fields is gonna be better than Marcus Mariota, but Kyle Pitts is like the offense on the Bears is so bad, bro. I really want to put him in the 3 to 4 win tier, but out of respect to Justin Fields, I'm not gonna do it. But yeah, those are the teams I think 3 to 4 wins. The teams I really think could make that bump is really all the teams besides the Lions. No disrespect, but let's go ahead and get into the 5 and 6 win teams. 5 and 6 win teams, we got the Bears, like I just said. The Bears, their offensive weapons isn't really that good. You got Darnell Mooney. I think they re-signed Bird. Their defense, they lost Khalil Mack. They still got Roquan Smith, but they lost Khalil Mack. Still got Jalen Johnson out there. So, you know what? I'm going to give them 5 to 6 wins. I'm going to give them 5 to 6 wins. And I think Justin Fields is going to definitely make that jump. The next team who I got winning 5 to 6. I'm sorry that I keep looking down. I'm looking at the list that I made from last night. I have the Jets. I think the Jets had the best draft class, drafting wise. Now obviously they have to play to prove that, but just on paper, they got one of the best wide receivers. They got one of the best edge rushers. I think they really got good value and they got Sauce Gardner. So, and this is coming from a Patriots fan. I think their draft class is really good. I think Zach Wilson makes a good jump forward. The problem is, you look at the rookie class last year, Mac Jones was the only one, he's going to have to really get in that threshold of top 10 quarterbacks if you want to have an improvement of last season. I think all the second-year quarterbacks are going to make that jump. It's just where they were at last year is not going to really be, they didn't set the bar that high. So, I think Zach Wilson is going to have a better season than he did last year, but that's not hard to do. No disrespect, but I got them winning 5 to 6 games. Again, what I'm putting these things based off of is your roster on paper, definitely your quarterback play, and then coaching. There's a lot of teams with new coaches, that I'm not really familiar with. We have to see, maybe the coaches might turn in, elevate their team. Some coaches might bring their team down. So those are really the things I'm really thriving off of and projecting off of. But I got the Jets winning 5 to 6 wins. Again, they could easily be lower than that. It could easily be higher than that. It's really the NFL is so talented. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna say there's really like 2 or 3 guaranteed teams that I would say I don't see them making the playoffs. But the Jets are a good team on paper, and maybe Zach Wilson goes crazy, gets them in there. You know, hey. The next team I have with 5 to 6 wins is the Jaguars. Again, second-year quarterbacks are going to make that jump. Again, Trevor Lawrence did not have that good of a year, so I don't think him having a better year than last year is really, he didn't really set the bar too high. So I think he's going to have a better year than he did last year. I think they improved offensively and defensively. They got a better coach than last year, which isn't that impressive. Again, I'm not trying to disrespect them. I'm just saying the bar isn't set that high for me to say it's a stretch that they're going to get better. I think the Jaguars are going to get better. I think they definitely made some improvements on their roster. The next team I have is who did I put here? Okay, I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna put the Panthers there. The Panthers can slide up, but this is where it comes down to. Now their roster on paper is excellent. Well, not excellent. They're gonna get J.C. Horn back. We gotta see how that works. They did lose Gilmore, who's having a good season for them. But on paper the team is so talented. But Matt Rule as their coach, I don't know if I can trust that, bro. Their O-line got better, but it's just I don't know. And then they did make the trade for Baker Mayfield. I don't know what's going on there. They got rid of so many. You used 1 draft pick on a quarterback. You traded like 4 or 5 for Sam Darnold, and then you traded 1 for Baker Mayfield. So quite frankly, you used so many draft picks for a 3 quarterback room, 3 quarterbacks in your QB room, and they're all young. They're all young. They're not even signed. I don't think none of them is signed for longer than 2 years, outside of Matt Corral. So I don't know what's going on there. Again, that team is really good on paper. Chris McCaffrey has to stay healthy. I think Brian Burns is gonna do good this year. I don't know. Matt Rule's their coach, so that's really tough. They could move up though. Again, that's one of the teams I could see them easily moving up 7-8 wins, but we gotta see. And then last but not least, I have the football team. Now they did get Carson Wentz, which is probably an upgrade from Taylor Heinicke. Well, it is an upgrade from Taylor Heinicke, but we gotta see. Their defense really disappointed me last year, but I get it. Chase Young was hurt, but even before Chase Young got hurt, their defense disappointed me. Their defense plays like how they should be playing. I got them in the 7 to 8 win tier. Again, the Panthers and football team, it's really tough because I'm gonna have so many teams in the 9 to 10. I'm spoiling it right now. I'm gonna have so many teams in the 9 to 10 win threshold. It's gonna be so tough for me to move these teams up because they all play each other. Like, you know what I mean? So we're gonna have them there. And that is about it for this tier right here. Now we got the 7 to 8 wins. Assuming Deshaun Watson is suspended, I have the Browns winning 7 to 8 games. Now again, their roster is really good, but if Deshaun Watson does not play, you're looking at them as probably having the worst quarterback in that division, and that division is tough. That division is tough. I don't see them beating the Ravens or the Bengals or the Steelers. But Jacoby says my man's. Like, I'm a Patriot, that's my man's. But if Deshaun Watson plays, they're easily up here in this range. But I don't think their roster can, can hide the deficiencies at quarterback. I really don't. So I got them 7 to 8 wins. Again, if Deshaun Watson plays, it's a different story. But yeah. So okay. Next, I have the Dolphins. Now the Dolphins is going to be tough here because they are battling for second place with the Patriots, and the Jets for second place in AFC. And I'm a Patriots fan. I'm going to admit Bills is going to be number 1. So, but the Dolphins have shown capable. I don't think the Patriots have never beaten Tua as the starting quarterback. And I think the Dolphins got better, but we have to see what Tua does. We have to see what Tua does. They got a new coach, so we really have to see how that goes. They won 9 games last year. It's tough, man. See what I'm saying? It's so tough to really rank these teams because they could easily be here. I'm gonna keep them here, and then I'm gonna look at my 9 and 10 win teams and then evaluate that because they should. I think I'm not no one of those Tua haters. I just haven't seen nothing yet, so we gonna see. Another team I got right here is the Vikings. Yeah, they're just another episode. It's another scenario where unfortunately, like, they're not on that level of the 9-10 win teams. Again, new coach. We got to see what goes on there. Devin Cook has to stay healthy, and their defense has to be better. So we're gonna have to see there. That is it for the 7 to 8 win teams. Yeah, that's it for them. All right, so now we're gonna go to 9 to 10. So I'm about to just put all the teams here, and then we're gonna talk about them individually. Kind of a run through of them. But yeah, like this is exactly why what I was talking about right here though. I got so many teams in this threshold. That's crazy. Alright, so I'm gonna do it. Alright, so look. The Niners, as long as Trey Lance plays better than Jimmy Garoppolo, they should be good. If they don't trust Trey Lance, you throw Jimmy Garoppolo still out there, I still think they win 9 to 10 games. This is a roster I think that can hide the quarterback deficiency. I think their defense is solid. Fred Warner's playing like the best linebacker one of the best linebackers in football. So I think this roster can hide their deficiencies and get the 9 to 10 wins again. And they also got George Kittle. So if George Kittle stay healthy, they're gonna be good. Yeah, I think they're gonna be good. And they kept Deebo Samuel, so I definitely think they're gonna be good. I think a better year out of Brandon Ayuk. I think they're gonna win 10 games. The Patriots, like I said, they're gonna be battling for second in the AFC East. They made the playoffs last year. They were the number 1 seed for a couple weeks. I think they got better on offense. Devontae Parker. I think Bourne is gonna step up. I think Matt Jones is gonna have a better year. Jonnu Smith is. Defense, they lost J.C. Jackson, but they did get I'm not saying Malcolm Butler's on J.C. Jackson level, but I do think their secondary isn't as bad as people advertise it. And they got 3 good safeties. I think Adrian Phillips is the most underrated safety in the league. And Devin McCourty still plays good. Kyle Duggar's still a good safety. Their safety room is really crazy. Like, it's really good. So I definitely like that. And they did get faster at the linebacker position. So, and I'm not even trying to be biased. So that's just what it is. Steelers, now I was thinking about putting the Steelers in 7 to 8 win territory, but Mike Tomlin's their coach. See, now this is what I'm talking about with the coaching. If Bill Belichick was not the coach of the Patriots, I would have him 7 to 8 wins. You can make that argument. Even though I just told you all the things about them, you can make the argument 7 to 8 wins. Mike Tomlin don't have losing seasons. So a 7-win season is a losing season. Nah, bro. I think 8 and 9 is a losing season too? Nah, not Mike Tomlin. Not in his blood. Sorry. So, hey, Mike Tomlin's not gonna lose there, man. And I think Big Ben. I think it's very hard to replicate the season that Big Ben had. And I don't think Big Ben was like terrible, but he wasn't that good. So I think Kenny Pickett or Mitchell Trubisky could do better than that. I think Najee Harris is gonna have a way better year. I think their O-line got better. They still got Minka Fitzpatrick, still got T.J. Watt, one of the best players in football. I got them winning 9 to 10 games. Why? My fault. Eagles. I think Jalen Hurts is gonna make that jump. AJ Brown definitely gonna turn up there. I really think that their wide receivers got better. Devontae Smith, AJ Brown, that's gonna definitely be a good duo. They still got Dallas Goedert if he stay healthy. Their O-line is still intact. I think Jalen Hurts is gonna make that jump. They were a really good running attack at the end of the year. They really turned up at the end of the year. And their receivers got better. I think Jalen Hurts is gonna make that jump. And I think their defense got better definitely too. So, I like the Eagles. I like the Eagles this year. I don't think the Cowboys are gonna just walk through that division this year. I definitely don't. I think the Eagles are gonna make that push, that run for the playoffs. The Saints, I had them making the playoffs last year, but Jameis Winston got hurt. They get good quarterback play. They're gonna make the playoffs. They're gonna have a top 5 defense. They're well coached. Well, Sean Payton is not their coach no more, so we got to see how that goes. But that's their defensive coordinator from last year. I still think their defense is gonna be top 5. They're just quarterback play was terrible. We got to see what Alvin Kamara is going on with him. If he's suspended or not. And if Michael Thomas comes back and Alvin Kamara comes back, hey, that's gonna be a danger. If they get some decent quarterback play, because you got to think they get 2 wins off the bat against Brady and the Bucks. So that builds their confidence. They hype. They got Marcus May. They got Tyrann Mathieu. Hey, that's my sleeper right there. You heard it from me first. That's my sleeper right there. You know what I'm saying? The Colts, Jonathan Taylor's back. They got to upgrade that quarterback and Matt Ryan. I don't know how much of an upgrade we'll see. They still got Darius Leonard. They got Gilmore and Kenny Moore out there in the secondary. That's going to be crazy. Because I think Kenny Moore is the most underrated corner, one of the most underrated. AJ Terrell was the most underrated corner, but now everybody's saying he's the most underrated corner, so I can't call him the most underrated corner. So now it's Kenny Moore. So, that Kenny Moore there. I think they're going to be a good team. They didn't make the playoffs last year. That embarrassing loss at the end of the year, we got to see, man. We got to see. We got to see what goes on, man. That's tough, but I got them probably around that range. Now, the Bengals. So, the Bengals last year, I believe, won 10 games and won their division. Now, I'm never the one to hate or wish injury on another team or, no other man, but you look at the scenario as to how they got the number 1 in the AFC freaking North. They got no injuries. The other teams they played, they went to the Super Bowl. So really there's no I'm not gonna knock their season. They went to the Super Bowl, they beat the Chiefs. They came back and beat the Chiefs, they won in the playoffs. So I'm not saying that, but in terms of the regular season, they had no injuries. They had a historical run by Jamar Chase. And that was with a bad O-line. So they did improve their O-line. Did Jamar Chase put up a season like that again? Most likely. But you see how the Chiefs started off last year. They were 1-4, 1-3. And then they kind of had to build back up. That's kind of how the season I think is going to start for the Bengals. They're going to start off slow and try to pick it back up. But with the Chiefs went 5-1 against their division. They start running it up. They blew out the Broncos twice, I think. They blew the Raiders out. They beat the Chargers. The Bengals can't. I don't know their schedule, but they can't start the year off shaky. I kind of think they are, though, and then expect to just build wins back up against their division. Their division is tough. So I think they're going to start off kind of shaky. I think they're going to kind of start off shaky, but I think they could pick it up by the end of the year, make the playoffs. But if I had to, one team, if I had to guess one team that was up here and they kind of, it'd be the Bengals. No disrespect. I think the Bengals are still a good team, bro. But that's kind of my hot take of the video. I think they're gonna kind of sizzle back down to, But that's whatever. The Chargers, Justin Herbert. You got J.C. Jackson. You got Austin Eckler, the fantasy demon. Hey, they get a better kicker. They can make some noise. They got Khalil Mack. Now, the problem with the Chargers is the Chargers could be, on paper, an 11 or 13 win team, but, and again, this is going back to my thing, I don't wish injury on no man, but it's tough to be realistic. It's hard to be realistic and say that Derwin James, Khalil Mack, and Joey Bosa are going to be healthy on the field together. That's going to be tough. Now, if it happens, they're going to make some noise. But I don't know. That's tough to say. But yeah, like I said, they got J.C. Jackson, Asante Samuel, Derwin James. They drafted Zion Johnson, I think, one of the best guards in the draft. You got Rashawn Slater still. You re-signed Mike Williams. Hey, they solid. For sure. Next, I got the Raiders. The Raiders, I wasn't really that high on, but they did go out there and get one of the best pass rushers in the league in Chandler Jones. And they got the best receiver in football, Devontae Adams. So, they won 10 games last year. I think they should have kept their coach, but that's just me. They got 10. Now, again, it depends on, let's see what Josh McDaniels' coaching is and, how that goes. But we got to see. But they should win 9 to 10 games next year. They definitely should. The Broncos got Russell Wilson. Again, I think they got a new coach. We got to see, how Russell Wilson bounces back. I think he should be fine. But again, that team on paper is good. Secondary, I think Patrick Surtain's going to take that jump, that leap, being a top 10 corner. Like the secondary, Justin Simmons. The Chargers got Bryce Callahan too. That was such an underrated pickup. I was gonna say him on the Broncos, but forgot he went there. Yeah, the Broncos still got a good secondary though. Their front seven is kind of they're gonna have to get Bradley Chubb out there, producing. I think they re-signed Avery Johnson, who's an underrated linebacker. They should be solid. Now I had the Cardinals getting 11 wins in my first video that I made that didn't go through. But I was thinking, DeAndre Hopkins is out. I don't know if Rondale Moore makes that step or not. Their defense, their front seven got worse. They lost Chandler Jones. It's going to be tough. So, I got them winning 9 and 10 games. Alright, so now we have the 11 and 13 win teams. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and break these down and get up out of here. Alright, so here we go. So Baltimore, I have them they're gonna probably be the number 1 seed in the AFC. They were the number 1 seed last year, bro, and they had so many injuries. They had like 30 players on IR. So I think Lamar will come back on some demon time, and I think they're gonna be the number 1 team in the AFC this year. That's just how it is. The Titans. Now the Titans, they did get worse. I ain't gonna lie. The only reason why I had them so high up is because their division. I think they're gonna go 5-1, 6-0 against their division. Yeah. I think Derrick Henry comes back, does his thing. But yeah, in terms of offense, I think their offense got worse. But they did re-sign Carl Landry, and Kevin Byard is back too, so probably 11, 13 wins. I'll give them that. And they're well coached. Matt LaFleur is their coach, and Aaron Rodgers is their quarterback, so whatever happens, happens. Defense still going to be good. They got Jaire Alexander coming back. Packers, no really need. They're still going to win 11, 13 wins. 11, 13 games. Aaron Rodgers, your quarterback. Matt LaFleur, whatever. Again, same scenario with the Chiefs. You got Travis Kelce still. You got Patrick Mahomes, and you got Andy Reid. Something's going to give. Something's going to happen. Something's going to pop off. That's going to be a tough division. Like I said, they started off slow last year, and then they beat it on their division. That's not going to be the case this year, man. They're going to start off strong, bro. For real. So, got them winning that many games. Brady's back. Outside them couple games, they're going to lose to the Saints. I got them winning 11, 13 wins. I still think they're going to be a top 10 offense, top 10 defense. You got Mike Evans. Chris Godwin's going to be coming back. They got Russell Gage, I think his name is. That was an underrated pickup. I forgot what their tight end was. Not a Gronk retired, but Devin White, Levante David. They re-signed their corners. They're gonna be a good team again. Buffalo Bills, Josh Allen's probably gonna win MVP. And be honest, it's coming from a Patriots fan. It's whatever, bro. Defense is gonna be probably the best in the league again. Got Josh Allen. Gabe Davis is gonna make that step. Still got I think you still got Emmanuel Sanders, Stephon Diggs, Dawson Knox. Get Trey White back. Drafted Kyrie Lime in the draft. Whatever, bro. They're going to be good. Cowboys, still got them winning their division. Michael Parsons is going to come back dangerous on demon timing. Trayvon Diggs, probably not going to replicate an 11 interception season again, but I do expect him to, be a better, man-to-man coverage defender. I think CeeDee Lamb and Michael Gallup are going to surprise a lot of people this year. And they're well coached, and I think Zeke is going to have a great year. So, and I think Dak's going to be back healthy, which kind of messed up and hindered his performance last year at the end of last year. So, definitely got them being up there. And then Super Bowl champions, the Rams. I mean, they lost Von Miller. The Bills got Von Miller too. Whatever, bro. Rams got Bobby Wagner. Great pickup. You got Aaron Donald. They picked up Allen Robinson. You got Cooper Kupp still. Matt Stafford. O-line is still decent. They got Aaron Donald. I don't know how many times I said. They got Aaron Donald and Jalen Ramsey. They lost lost Darius Williams though, so we gotta see who's gonna step up at that cornerback 2 role. But they're still gonna be solid. They're still gonna be tough. So again, these is the tier. It's tough. It's really tough, bro, because you can make the argument that the 7 and 8 winning teams, something played right. They can win a couple more games, sneak a playoff spot. You can make the case the 9 and 10 winning teams. Somebody get hurt or something like that. They drop. It's tough to make lists like these, man. But I'm gonna do it to the best of my ability, man. And if you guys got any opinions, you guys got disagree with anything I said, agree, anything, leave a comment. Let me know down below in the description. In the comment section. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and head out. This is my list. Anything is bound to change. A trade can happen, whatever. I want to do one for the NBA, but I definitely gotta wait because it's like DeAndre Ayton's still a free agent. It's still free agents, so definitely want to wait on the NBA one. Probably gonna drop another tier list video soon. Probably ranking the Maddens. Cause I ranked the 2Ks and you guys enjoyed that video, so probably rank the Maddens. It's definitely too late to do a 2K part 2 for the wish list. I'm not even gonna lie. The game I done seen video, I done seen footage on Twitter already, so it's over. So hey, thank you guys for the support, and I'm gonna go ahead and catch y'all in the next video, man. Peace.